Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Day 110 of the 2025-2026 NBA regular season, February 10, 2026. The Detroit Pistons snapped Charlotte Hornets' 9-game streak with a 110-104 win in game marred by fight and ejections. Cade Cunningham had 33 points and 9 rebounds, and the Detroit Pistons hung on to beat the Charlotte Hornets, snapping the Hornets' 9-game winning streak in a wild game that included a fight and 4-player ejections. Charlotte coach Charles Lee was also ejected after having to be restrained from going after an official while arguing a no call in the fourth quarter. Duncan Robinson scored 18 points for the Pistons, and Jalen Dolan added 15 before being ejected when he ignited the brawl by hitting Moussa Diabate with an open right hand in the third quarter. Brandon Miller scored 24 points for the Hornets, while LaMelo Ball and Conopel each had 20 points. Nick Claxton powers the Nets past the Chicago Bulls 123-115. Nick Claxton scored 23 points and had 10 rebounds to lead the Brooklyn Nets to a win over the Chicago Bulls. Noah Clowney added 20 points for Brooklyn, which won its second in a row. Drake Powell had 14 points off the bench. The Nets won three of the four meetings between the Eastern Conference teams that are rebuilding. Alfred Simons scored 23 points for Chicago, which lost its fifth straight. Colin Sexton added 19 off the bench, and Matas Buzilis had 18. Sabo hits late three-pointer to lift the Jazz to 150-111 win over the Miami Heat. Bryson Sabo made a go-ahead three-pointer with 47 seconds remaining to lift the Jazz to a victory over the Miami Heat. Bryson Sabo finished with 14 points, including two free throws with 3 seconds remaining to clinch the win for the Jazz. Jaren Jackson Jr. scored 22 points and Lauri Markkanen added 17 for the Jazz, who won for only the fifth time in their last 23 games. Andrew Wiggins scored 26 points, Bam Adebayo had 23 with 11 rebounds, and Hakashones finished with 20 points for the Heat. Anthony Black leads the Orlando Magic to a 180-99 win over the slumping Milwaukee Bucks. Black scored 26 points to lead the Orlando Magic to a victory over the slumping Bucks. Desmond Bain contributed 25 points, while Franz Wagner chipped in 14 points with 5 assists. Kevin Porter Jr. led the Bucks with 28 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. AJ Green added 15 points, while Ryan Rollins had 14. The Minnesota Timberwolves cruised to a 138-116 win over the short-handed Atlanta Hawks. Anthony Edwards scored 21 of his 30 points in the first half as the Minnesota Timberwolves used a dominant second quarter to cruise to a win against the short-handed Atlanta Hawks. Edwards led 7 Minnesota players scoring in double figures, pushing Timberwolves to a commanding win after a pair of disappointing losses to New Orleans and the Los Angeles Clippers. Julius Randle has 18 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists for Minnesota, which had lost 3 of 4. Newcomer Ayo Dosunmu, playing his second game after being acquired in a trade from Chicago, had 21 points off the bench as Minnesota led by as many as 31 points. CJ McCollum had 38 points for the Hawks, who have lost 4 of 5 and were playing without Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, and newly acquired Jonathan Kuminga. Nickel Alexander Walker scored 23 points with 12 rebounds for the Hawks against his former team. The New Orleans Pelicans sent the Sacramento Kings to their 13th consecutive loss, 120-94. Trey Hooper III made 5 three-pointers and finished with 21 points. Jeremiah Pierce scored 14 of his 20 in the second half, and the New Orleans Pelicans sent Sacramento Kings to their 13th straight loss. Zion Williamson scored 18 points on 7 of 11 shooting and had 6 assists for New Orleans. Maxime Reynolds had 21 points in the career high 20 rebounds. The 7-1 rookies 8 double-double this season for the Sacramento. Russell Westbrook added 17 points and Devin Carter scored 12. The Kings have their most consecutive losses since the franchise moved from Kansas City to Sacramento ahead of the 1985-1986 season. Donovan Mitchell and James Harden rally Cavaliers to 119-117 win over the Denver Nuggets. Donovan Mitchell scored 32 points, including two free throws with zero point 0.9 seconds left after James Harden's tying three-pointer, and the Cleveland Cavaliers rallied to beat the Denver Nuggets. Harden finished with 22 points and 10 rebounds in his second game with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jarrett Allen finished with 22 points and 13 rebounds. Nikola Jokic had 22 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists, but missed a potential winning three-point shot at the buzzer. Two nights after Jokic passed Oscar Robertson for second place in career triple-doubles, he notched his 183rd. Murray finished with 17 points and 11 assists for Denver, which has dropped four of its last five games. Luis Santos makes a go-ahead layup. He scores 16 as the Warriors rally to beat the Grizzlies 114-113. Luis Santos made a go-ahead layup with 19 seconds left, and Al Horford stole the ball from Cam Spencer moments later after he rebounded a Memphis miss, and the Golden State Warriors rallied late to beat the Grizzlies. Horford chipped in 16 points with 9 rebounds and 6 assists, while Pat Spencer had 17 points and 7 assists, leading 7 players in double figures for Warriors team, missing Stephen Curry for the fourth straight game because of a lingering right knee injury that coach Steve Kerr said would keep him out of the All-Star game on Sunday. Ty Jerome scored 14 of his 19 points in the first half and also dished out 7 assists for Memphis, outscored 11-0 to end the game after Jalen Wells' jumper with 4 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Taylor Hendricks had 15 points and 10 rebounds, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope contributed 15 points, and the Grizzlies reserves scored 68 points, most Golden State has given up to an opponent's backup this season. Jalen Williams returns from injury, leads the Oklahoma City Thunder past the Los Angeles Lakers 190-110 with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Luka Doncic sidelined. Jalen Williams scored 15 of his 23 points in the first half of his return from a 10-game injury absence, and the Oklahoma City Thunder snapped their two-game skid with a 190-110 victory over the Los Angeles Lakers. Isaiah Joe scored 19 points and Alex Caruso added 17 from Oklahoma City's bench. Reigning MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and current NBA scoring leader Luka Doncic both sat out due to injuries, leaving their supporting cast to play Thunder-style physical game featuring 52 combined free throws. LeBron James scored 14 of his 22 points in the second half for the Lakers, whose three-game winning streak ended with another ineffective defensive performance. Marcus Smart scored 19 points and Austin Reeves had 16 on a minute restriction for Los Angeles Lakers, which dropped the pedestrian 14-9 at home. Cameron has a career night, and the Trailblazers used a 49-point third quarter to top the Philadelphia 76ers 135-118. Tumani Camara scored a career-high 30 points and shot 8 of 10 from three-point range. Denny Avdija had 26 points and 10 rebounds, and the Portland Trail Blazers used a huge third quarter to cruise the 135-118 win victory over the Philadelphia 76ers, who play without Joel Embiid. Donovan Clingan added 15 points for the Trail Blazers, who trailed 64 at halftime before outscoring the 76ers 49-22 in the third to take control. Tyrese Maxey had 30 points, and Kelly Oubre Jr. had 19 for the 76ers, who wrapped up a 3-2 Western road trip and lost for just the second time in 8 games overall. Let's proceed to the NBA regular season games scheduled on February 11, 2026. Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks will go up against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers in Madison Square Garden at 8:30 a.m. Philippine time or 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. The surging Los Angeles Clippers, led by Kawhi Leonard, will match up against Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets in Toyota Center at 9 a.m. Philippine time or 9 p.m. Eastern time. The slumping Phoenix Suns, led by Dillon Brooks, will try to be back in the win column and end their two-game slide as they face Cooper Flag and the Dallas Mavericks in Mortgage Matchup Center at 10 a.m. Philippine time or 10 p.m. Eastern time. Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs will try to add up to their four-game winning streak as they visit Austin Reeves and the Los Angeles Lakers in Crypto.com Arena at 11:30 a.m. Philippine time or 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. Let's proceed to the NBA team standings as of February 10, 2026. Let's start with the Eastern Conference team standings for day 110. 15 Indiana Pacers, 13 and 14 record with 4-game losing skid. 14 Washington Wizards, 14 and 38 record with 2-game losing skid. 13 Brooklyn Nets, 15 and 37 record with 2-game winning streak. 12 Milwaukee Bucks, 21 and 30 record. 11 Chicago Bulls, 24 and 30 record with 5-game losing skid. Number 10 is the Charlotte Hornets, 25 and 29 record. Number 9 is the Atlanta Hawks, 26 and 29 record with 2-game losing skid. Number 8 is the Miami Heat, 28 and 27 record. Number 7 is the Orlando Magic, 28 and 24 record with 3-game winning streak. Number 6 is the Philadelphia 76ers, 30 and 23 record. Number 5, Toronto Raptors, 32 and 22 record with 2-game winning streak. Number 4 is the Cleveland Cavaliers, 33 and 21 record with 4-game winning streak. Number 3 is the Boston Celtics, 34 and 19 record. Number 2 is the New York Knicks, 34 and 19 record. And the best team in the Eastern Conference is Detroit Pistons, 39 wins with only 13 losses, and has 2-game winning streak. Let's proceed to the Western Conference team standings for day 110. 15 Sacramento Kings, 12 and 43 record with 13-game losing skid. 14 New Orleans Pelicans, 15 and 40 record with 2-game winning streak. 13 Utah Jazz, 17 and 37 record. 12 Dallas Mavericks, 19 and 33 record with 7-game losing skid. 11 Memphis Grizzlies, 20 and 32 record with 3-game losing skid. Number 10 is the Los Angeles Clippers, 25 and 27 record with 2-game winning streak. Number 9 is the Portland Trail Blazers, 26 and 28 record with 3-game winning streak. Number 8 is the Golden State Warriors, 29 and 25 record. Number 7 is the Phoenix Suns, 31 and 22 record with 2-game losing skid. Number 6 is the Minnesota Timberwolves, 33 and 22 record. Number 5 is the Los Angeles Lakers, 32 and 20 record. Number 4 is the Houston Rockets, 32 and 19 record. Number 3 is the Denver Nuggets, 34 and 20 record. Number 2 is the San Antonio Spurs, 36 and 16 record with 4-game winning streak. And the best team in the Western Conference is the Oklahoma City Thunder, 41 wins with 13 losses. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like to help our channel grow. Thank you so much, everyone. See you in the next video.